Now on 4 News Now at 6. New legislation in Washington could make it easier for school construction bonds to pass. Why supporters say this change could result in billions more in funding.
Arctic air is here, already starting to chill our temperatures. I'll have what you need to know in your first alert forecast.
An illegal homeless camp in Colville being threatened with a shutdown when the people living there need it most. What lies ahead for those with nowhere else to go? You're watching 4 News Now at 6. Well, proposed legislation in Washington would lower the voter threshold for school bond measures, making it so only 55% of voters would have to approve them rather than the current 60% supermajority. Good evening and thanks for being with us. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Kirsten O'Connor. Murrow News fellow Albert James is in Olympia with what school officials think about this move and how voters will weigh in.
We're investing in our future. We're investing in our kids.
Democratic State Senators Deb Krishnadasan and Adrian Cortez are the driving forces behind Senate Bill 5186 and Senate Joint Resolution 8200. The measures would amend the state constitution to lower the approval rate needed for school construction bonds.
With the 60% right now, it's an unachievable goal for many of our districts.
The Office of Superintendent of Public Instruction testified in support, saying that out of 14 bond measures this past November, only 4 passed. They say that number would have gone up to 9 if the threshold was at 55%.
If 5 more of those bonds would have passed, that would have been $1 billion more in funding available for these school facilities.
At a hearing Thursday, school officials from across the state said they've struggled to improve facilities, often falling slightly short of a 60% supermajority and ultimately spending more money to rerun bond elections again and again.
So we have over hundreds of buildings throughout the state that are over 100 years old. And so we all know there's new codes, there's new requirements. We fall into categories where schools just are not as efficient as they should be.
Our community has tried twice in the last 9 years to pass bonds for our field, but both attempts failed. Without that support, we lack the facilities that many other schools take for granted. When our football team made it to the state playoffs, we couldn't host the games at home because our field wasn't good enough.
Many school officials say they would prefer a simple majority similar to levies, but Krishnadasan says that could make its passage more challenging. Opponents to the bill have concerns about increasing property taxes and accountability of school spending.
There should be efforts to make it harder to raise taxes. There should be efforts to actually lower property taxes. I cannot emphasize enough the visceral opposition there is to higher property taxes.
For the threshold to be lowered, Senate Bill 5186 must pass the legislature. Senate Joint Resolution 8200 would need a 2/3 majority vote from both the House and the Senate for the amendment to be posed to the voters. Then, a simple majority of voters would need to approve that amendment, lowering the threshold. In Olympia, I'm Albert James reporting.
In Northwest Spokane today, some folks took advantage of last night's cold snap. Check this out. Local arborists gathered in Kendall Yards with their chainsaws to carve ice sculptures this morning. They say it's a creative challenge that brings the community together each year.
Sculpture is always kind of a beautiful thing to create. So we take these blocks and make them into something beautiful.
And you may be able to see them while walking around Kendall Yards. Pretty incredible work these guys are able to do with a chainsaw and a block of ice. And from the looks of this weekend's forecast, I don't think those sculptures are in any danger of melting anytime soon.
I'm just amazed that with a chainsaw, something that's so rigid like that, you could make something so gorgeous. Allison Martinez in for Chris tonight. Allison, aren't those beautiful?
Amazing. So much talent must go into that. And the good news is you have a couple of days to check those out if things go as we're seeing right now, because we'll be below freezing for quite a bit here. Right now, already below freezing in both Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. We're taking a live look over the Veterans Memorial Arena, a very busy arena there. 27 degrees in Spokane and 28 degrees in Coeur d'Alene. Now we are tracking Arctic air coming in, giving freezing temperatures all throughout the inland Northwest, but also all throughout the country. Many areas could see record-breaking temperatures for daytime highs and even wind chill in the negative teens. So it's going to be a pretty chilly couple of days ahead. For things things to know about your weather for this Friday. We are cold tonight. We had some of our coldest temperatures of the season so far this morning, and we're going to be even colder overnight. We'll see plenty of sunny skies continuing for the next couple of days, even colder than you're feeling now throughout the rest of the weekend, and we'll continue to be dry until about midweek next week. This here will be how your day will shape up tomorrow, so we'll see some sunshine all throughout the day. It might take us a little bit to get there tomorrow morning. Could see some fog, especially in areas like the Palouse. But then by midday, we'll be at 23 degrees, 29 for the afternoon. So we really won't even make it to 30 degrees in most areas, and we'll cool down to 23 in the evening. We'll let you know how cold the rest of the weekend will look coming up.
All right, Allison, thank you. One person died in a three-car crash this morning north of Chelan. Washington State Patrol says it's investigating it as a vehicular homicide. It happened on Highway 97 about a mile north of Pateros, and it blocked traffic there for hours. WSP says more information should be released soon.
Well, in 2023, the city of Colville set up a 1-acre lot to give people experiencing homelessness a place where they could legally camp. But now the city is working to close that camp.
This decision was made after the Supreme Court decided cities could legally ban people from camping and sleeping in public places this summer. The camp is now turning people away, including a couple who's expecting a baby 4 weeks from now. Jordan Smith takes us inside that camp tonight.
Technically, we're trespassing right now.
Amber and Chris have had quite the year.
Well, this year's been rough on me. I mean, I lost my leg, and then I got C4 to C5, C5 to C6, and C6 to C7 fused just not last Monday, the Monday before.
They're also expecting a baby 4 weeks from now. Having lost both their jobs, they arrived at this homeless camp 2 weeks ago, fighting to get back on their feet. But as quickly as they arrived, they were asked to leave.
We came here looking for help, and we're getting kicked out.
The same goes for any newcomers to the camp. Colville city officials announced effective January 1st, the camp is no longer allowing new people to move onto the lot. By April, they'll begin removing people living here, starting with those who have been here the longest. By October, they hope to have everyone gone.
Right, where are they going to go out here?
Right back behind Walmart. That's where they were before they brought them here.
I mean, it's exactly that was the reason why they brought this here.
There are select resources in Colville, like a warming center and the Hope Street rest stop.
What is going to happen when the camp closes? I'm worried.
Teresa Lang spends most of her time here at Hope Street. She tells me long-term housing options in Colville are, like most places, extremely limited.
There's nowhere to go. There really is nowhere to go. The warming center is the only place to sleep and then wander around all day long.
She says Catholic Charities is building 72 apartment units in the area, but the wait list for low-income housing is extraordinarily long. So with limited options, what's the city's plan? We tried to reach out to Colville Mayor Jack Smith multiple times about the next steps here and the resources the city will try to offer. We never heard back. In Colville, Jordan Smith, 4 News Now.
Well, Martin Luther King Jr. Day is coming up on Monday. Although Dr. King was born on January 15th, the holiday in honor of the civil rights activist is celebrated on the third Monday of January each year. It's the only federal holiday that's also designated as a national day of service, meaning it's considered a day on and not a day off.
And there are several events planned to celebrate Dr. King's life and teachings with your friends, family, and community.
Including the annual Unity Rally and March in downtown, celebrating and commemorating his life and legacy. That rally starts at 10 a.m. at the Spokane Convention Center before the march at 10:45 that will weave its way through several blocks of downtown. It'll be followed by a resource fair that will go until 1:30.
Also on Monday, City Hall and libraries will be closed. Street parking meters will be free and garbage pickup will continue as normal. You can find a list of all the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day events happening around the city right now on KXLY.com.
I affirm the Equal Rights Amendment to have cleared all the necessary hurdles to be added to the U.S. Constitution now.
Well, just 2 days before leaving office, President Biden directed the Archivist of the United States to certify and publish the 28th Amendment. This amendment to the Constitution protects equal rights for women, and it was passed by Congress in 1972, but didn't get the 38 votes needed to be ratified until 2020. The next steps for this amendment remain unclear as Biden prepares to leave office. Frigid temperatures are impacting President-elect Donald Trump's inauguration, which will take place on Monday.
The president-elect announced the swearing-in ceremony is being moved indoors due to the dangerously cold conditions that are expected in D.C. and other areas that day. Trump and Vice President-elect J.D. Vance will take the oath inside the Capitol Rotunda. The change leaves just 3 days for Capitol Police and the Secret Service to come up with and implement a new security plan. The last time a president was sworn in indoors was Ronald Reagan all the way back in 1985. We'll take you through the final preparations as well as the whirlwind of hearings for Trump's cabinet nominees tonight on 4 News Now at 6:30. Well, the Friday Night Sports Extra is back, and tonight our coverage will be all things high school hoops.
Yeah, our sports team is out right now covering the latest in local basketball. Stick around. Sports Director Jack Wallace will be live with a preview of the action tonight.
And how a facility in Airway Heights is expanding to deliver more outpatient treatment to teens and adults hooked on drugs and alcohol when we come back.
Connect with 4 News Now on KXLY+.
Donald Trump, Inauguration Day. David Muir reporting live Monday on ABC.
So you want somewhere to play? We got you. I want some tasty food? We got you. Heard you want to do some shopping? We got you. The live music is always popping at the Coeur d'Alene Casino. Coeur d'Alene Casino. Where winning is just the beginning.
For the greatest selection at the lowest prices, come to Cost Less Carpet.
As a general contractor, I bring my clients to Cost Less Carpet so they can see every option.
Everything I need is always in stock.
If it's trendy or new, I'm sure you'll find it here.
And their team of designers are so fun to work with.
It really is worth the experience.
I can find everything for my home or my client's home. No problem.
Shopping here is an awesome experience.
Cost Less Carpet, where inspiration and ideas happen.
Your home is more than a place, it's a feeling, a reflection of who you are. And at the Tin Roof, we believe furniture should do more than fill a room. It should inspire it. From timeless dining tables to sofas you can sink into and decor that tells your story, every piece is thoughtfully curated to make your space feel effortlessly you. Because it's not just furniture, it's where memories are made, where comfort lives, and where life happens. It's more than furniture, it's a feeling.
I've been dealing with my weight issues for all my life. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to stay home and just be a couch potato. I wanted to have a fresh start. Spokane Wellness Group has helped me stay on track. When I started losing the weight, then I felt more comfortable. I feel wonderful right now because I've lost 65 pounds. It doesn't take me 10 minutes to walk across the parking garage anymore. I would encourage anybody to go to the Spokane Wellness Group. They stay with you every step of the way.
Get ready for the largest national RV show ever. Today through Monday at the downtown Spokane Convention Center. Multiple RV dealers, countless manufacturers, and unbelievable deals. Shop Brinkley, Grand Design, Jayco, Bigfoot, and more. All the newest travel trailers, toy haulers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes. And all with massive manufacturers discounts. Free admission, live music, adult beverages, family fun, scavenger hunt. And you could win a new RV. Sale ends Monday at 7 p.m. at the downtown Spokane Convention Center. Schedule a free VIP tour at nationalrvshow.com.
Don Felder, formerly of the Eagles, one of the most innovative riff-generating songwriters of the modern rock era, will be live Thursday, March 6th. Visit the Coeur d'Alene Casino box office or cdacasino.com for tickets.
Winning is just the beginning.
Well, a new outpatient center for drug and alcohol treatment is opening on Spokane's West Plains.
It's run by Adult and Teen Challenge, a Christian faith-based organization, but its executive director says it will offer non-religious programs too. Derek Strom spoke with the facility's executive director who went through treatment there himself.
Being a part of this organization, being the executive director here, never did I think in a million years that would even be an option.
Adult and Teen Challenge has been operating in Spokane since 1983, and it's offered mainly faith-based recovery programs for those struggling with drug and alcohol addiction. Tyson West took over as executive director in 2017, but he also went through the residency program here, which helped him get clean over a decade ago.
Adult and Teen Challenge was program number 14 for me, and my family brought me to this campus in 2011, and that was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
The residency program has 50 beds and it only works with men currently. Being able to serve everyone in the Spokane area is part of what inspired Wes to work on an outpatient facility.
It's a beautiful building. It took a lot of work and a lot of people to make it happen, but now that we're about to open, that's when the real work begins.
Once this outpatient facility is fully up and running, its executive director says it could serve up to 1,000 people. West says it will eventually have mental health services at the facility as well as classes for people who were arrested for drunk driving. He says although Adult and Teen Challenge is a Christian organization, it will have non-religious recovery programs.
And now that I get the opportunity to help other guys, other people who are caught up in that same bondage that I was, find and experience the same freedom that I'm blessed to be able to experience. It's it's a passion, it's a call.
West says there are no requirements to enter the recovery program, and you can fill out an intake application online or call the intake hotline. In Spokane, Derek Strom, 4 News Now.
It may have felt cold this morning, but over the next couple of days, we'll dip even further into the teens. We'll tell you what the rest of the weekend has in store coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Spokane Boat Show.
I'm Mark Peterson, the Extreme Team and Horizon Credit Union, ready to take on our next job. If you know of a project that needs an Extreme Team makeover, go to KXLY.com to nominate it. Our thanks to Horizon Credit Union for sponsoring the 4 News Now Extreme Team.
Discover the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester at Parker Subaru.
Built with quality engineering, advanced safety, and off-road capabilities, the Forester remains one of Motor Trend's top-ranked compact SUVs. Drive with confidence in any weather with standard symmetrical all-wheel drive.
Make parking a breeze with the 360-degree surround view monitor. The 2025 Subaru Forester, ready for any adventure.
See the all-new Subaru Forester at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Looking for a great time to put Mohawk's Redwood scratch-resistant flooring in your home? Well, this month, we are taking 20% off of installation on Redwood products. So you can have the beauty of wood for less at Brothers Flooring.
All right, it's going to be another good day. Hey, it's cold out, you guys. Families are freezing. They deserve better than that. Let's show them how business should be done. Hey, guys, have a great day. Need anything, let me know. Okay, Fixed Rider's free, baby. You know Zach's going all the way this year, right?
Yeah, I do.
Big day. No heat calls, right? We haven't been voted #1 for nothing, you guys. We've worked really hard to earn these customers' trust, and let's show them that we are the best company in town, okay?
70% of Washington jobs require education beyond high school, and that number is on the rise. Free or low-cost college or career training is possible for your child. Apply now and ensure there's a more lucrative and stable career in their future. Learn how at wogrant.org.
Donald Trump, historic, taking the oath of office for the second time. Inauguration Day, America turns to ABC News, starting with a special Good Morning America. Then live all across the day, David Muir, right there as history is made. Monday on ABC.
A controversial campaign promise.
The Republican platform promises to launch the largest deportation operation in the history of our country.
But what could that mean for your wallet and the safety of the food you eat? 4 News Now is getting answers Wednesday at 6. All right, our all-out coverage of high school basketball continues tonight as the Friday Night Sports Extra returns.
4 News Now Sports Director Jack Wallace was over at Gonzaga Prep earlier. Now he's moved to Shadle Park hosting Ridgeline. Jack, how's the game going over there so far?
Well, to be honest with y'all, Shadle Park, they're trying to keep in their high hopes a little bit. If you see the scoreboard over there, 51-21 the score in the third quarter. Ridgeline, well, they're doing about whatever they want. They have an incredible 11-2 record, and you can hear it. The cheerleaders and the students right over here, they are getting loud for their road team. Very excited on how they performed so far this year. Highlanders have lost those 4 games so far by an average margin of 38 points per game, and now face a Ridgeline team who has won their last 10 games by an average margin of 21 points per game, including a 44-point demolition of Shadle Park back east at Ridgeline. But these Falcons, very experienced, 4 seniors at the high school's first ever graduating class. 8 of 11 players on this Ridgeline roster are upperclassmen, so they know what they're doing. And again, you see with the scoreboard, 53-22 now, and rising. They know what they're doing. They're on their way to another hard-earned win. But we're going to hear a whole lot more from a lot of other teams coming up here, not just Ridgeline and Shadle Park with the girls game. We'll be with the boys right after this. I'm going back over to Gonzaga Prep, getting the boys. Sydney's getting plenty for us. Jordan pitching in too. It's a great night for high school basketball around the area, and very excited to bring it all to y'all with our sports team. Ton of fun coming up. We'll catch you back in the 11 o'clock show with Friday Night Sports Extra. Reporting in Spokane, I'm Jack Wallace. 4 News Now Sports.
And as Jack just told you, Friday Night Sports Extra continuing tonight. The girls' games up now, already going. Meade at Gonzaga Prep, Central Valley and University battling at EWU, Ridgeline at Shadle Park, Lewis and Clark at Ferris, and West Valley and East Valley playing for the Golden Throne. The boys are all up next at the 7 o'clock time slot. G-Prep and Meade have a combined record of 21-4, both unbeaten in league play so far. So we'll have a full Friday Night Sports Extra, as you heard, tonight on Nightside, featuring both Jack Wallace and Sydney Berger.
All right, Gonzaga will be looking to bounce back at home tomorrow against Santa Clara after dropping its first conference game of the season last night at Oregon State. It was a sellout crowd at Gill Coliseum for the first meeting between these two schools in over 30 years. Graham Ike, not normally a three-point shooter. Well, he'd hit a big three to force overtime. He finished with 26 points in this one, but it was all Beavs in OT. Michael Ratai with career-high 29 as OSU wins at 97-89. Gonzaga's last win over the Beavs was all the way back in 1932. Washington State was at San Diego and nearly got knocked off by a 4-win team for the second time in 8 days. But Nate Calmise scored 22 of his game-high 27 points in the second half as the Cougs woke up down the stretch to come away with a 65-61 win, snapping a 2-game losing streak. WSU is back in Beasley Coliseum to host Portland tomorrow at 3. And if you woke up to ice on your windshield this morning, it might not be a bad idea to keep your scraper handy.
Yeah, it's going to get even chillier this weekend. Allison is back with us. So what do we need to know going into the holiday weekend?
Yeah, keep that scraper handy first and foremost. And also, it's a great weekend to be inside for any basketball games now through the rest of the weekend. It is going to be chilly, the coldest temperatures of the season so far. Tonight will cool down to 17 degrees for our overnight low. The majority of us will be in the teens tonight. We'll have partly cloudy skies and calm winds. Tomorrow we'll heat up to 30 degrees, below freezing even for our daytime highs. We'll have a mostly sunny day with light winds. The first part of the day we could see a little bit more fog, some low clouds, but we'll see sunshine through the rest of the day. Now here are our highs all around the region. 29 degrees in Coeur d'Alene for tomorrow, 30 degrees in Spokane, 32 degrees in Ritzville and Grand Coulee, 38 degrees in Lewiston. Even Lewiston is going to be beneath 40 degrees for tomorrow, and 26 degrees over in Kellogg. Now, over the next 2 days, we're mostly dry. We're mostly quiet on the precipitation front, but we do have one exception, and this is over in the Idaho Panhandle Mountains. We could be seeing some snow there. We saw it yesterday, and it will continue all throughout the rest of the weekend, and there could be some spots that are a little bit heavier here. And so you could see this is really going to remain localized in that spot along the Idaho-Montana state border and through western Montana all throughout the rest of the weekend. Here is our low temperature trend, just to give you a little bit of perspective of how chilly we're going to get over the next couple of days. That Arctic blast is making all of us all around the country feel especially cold, and here in the inland Northwest we're no exception. So this white line you see across your screen here is our normal overnight low for this time of year, and we're below it for Saturday and Sunday at 17, dipping even more Monday, 13 degrees. So I know there's a couple of different events happening outside this weekend. In Coeur d'Alene, there's the Mac and Cheese Festival tomorrow. Monday, there's the MLK Day Rally and Parade. All of that, or Rally and Walk rather, all of that you'll want to really bundle up for over the next couple of days, and we'll start to warm up slowly but surely. And then by about Thursday, Friday, that's when we'll be back to our normal overnight lows. Sunday night going into Monday morning, that's going to be our chilliest day of the weekend so far. We've already reached our record overnight low temperatures. Yesterday we were at 20 degrees, or this morning rather, 20 degrees, and that is the coldest we've been since February. We'll continue to cool down Sunday night, 18 degrees in Spokane, 15 degrees in Coeur d'Alene, 14 in Kellogg and St. Mary's, 20 degrees in Pullman, and moving towards the central part of the state, 21 degrees in Moses Lake and 22 degrees in Wenatchee. Here are the temperatures and conditions you can expect over the next couple of days. So you can see the one silver lining in all of this. We are expecting sunshine for the next couple of days, sunshine with that dry weather, but just cooler than normal temperatures, 27 degrees for Sunday and Monday, 28 for Tuesday. And by about midweek next week, we'll slowly start to mellow out closer to our normal temperatures. 30 degrees Wednesday, 32 Thursday, Friday, 35 degrees, and that could be our next best chance for seeing some snow. We'll definitely keep you in the loop on that as we get closer and closer, but overall, get those heaters going. They're going to be working very hard this weekend, and bundle up if you'll be out and about for any weekend plans.
All right, thanks, Allison. More than 170,000 people are still under evacuation notices as firefighters battle the deadly Los Angeles wildfires.
Fire teams are making progress, but evacuees anxious to return to devastated neighborhoods will have to wait at least another week while hazardous material is removed. Why the next weather pattern moving into Santa Ana has fire crews concerned.
And 2 days remain until TikTok could disappear from right beneath your fingertips. How this could affect those who make a living from the app.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Don't miss the New Year's sale at Consigned Furniture and Jewelry. 20% off already, everyday low prices in-store and online. For all online sales, use promo code 2025. Visit consignedfurniturennow.com for details.
Consigned Furniture. Easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
For the professional, it's not enough to possess knowledge. We seek to refine it, to wield its power, to redefine its boundaries. Knowledge is put to the test in every GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $4,200 in average finance savings.
See your local GMC dealer. North Idaho Urology, in partnership with Cancer Care Northwest, we specialize in advanced prostate cancer care.
I'm Dr. Aaron Wagner. I'm a radiation oncologist with Cancer Care Northwest. We have quite a few different treatment options for prostate cancer, ranging anywhere from standard radiation and IMRT approaches to SBRT to brachytherapy, a full spectrum of different prostate cancer treatments. We very much try to individualize their treatment plan for them.
With prices of natural gas and propane skyrocketing, your heating bill is getting out of control. But before you turn down the heat, give the experts at Bill's Heating and Air a call. They have the latest in dual fuel technology to keep your family comfortable and the utility bills low. There has never been a better time to upgrade because now every furnace purchase comes with a free heat pump. So call Bill's Heating today to get your free heat pump while supplies last.
For the greatest selection at the lowest prices, come to Cost Less Carpet.
As a general contractor, I bring my clients to Cost Less Carpet so they can see every option.
Everything I need is always in stock.
If it's trendy or new, I'm sure you'll find it here.
And their team of designers are so fun to work with.
It really is worth the experience.
I can find everything for my home or my client's home. No problem.
Shopping here is an awesome experience.
Cost Less Carpet, where inspiration and ideas happen.
Don't miss the New Year's sale at Consigned Furniture and Jewelry. 20% off already, everyday low prices in-store and online. For all online sales, use promo code 2025. Visit consignedfurniturennow.com for details.
Consigned Furniture. Easy way to sell, smart way to buy.
Donald Trump, Inauguration Day. David Muir reporting live, Monday on ABC.
Welcome back. Time is running out for one of the most popular apps in the country, TikTok. The Supreme Court issuing an opinion today upholding the government's right to ban the video app.
With 170 million American users and a parent company based in China, TikTok has just 2 days before it's banned in the U.S. if it doesn't sell to an American owner. CNN's Ivan Rodriguez shares what the app will look like come Sunday.
For years, TikTok has fought against a ban. Now, many are wondering what the app would look like after one.
Come January 19th, if there is a ban that
TikTok wouldn't necessarily disappear from your phone, but over time would stop getting updates and become a bit buggy and then eventually become unusable. But now we're also hearing that it would just go dark.
CNET reporter Abrar Al-Hidi says what is guaranteed is that TikTok would no longer be available to download if you didn't already have it on your phone. In terms of what the national security concerns are, Al-Hidi says it's not exactly clear.
What lawmakers have said is that TikTok can now, access a lot of your personal data and then can then use the algorithm to push across, propaganda or misinformation. But there hasn't really been any clear evidence or backing of that.
TikTok's owner ByteDance has been adamant it has no intention of selling itself, especially its algorithm that keeps people hooked on the app. Even if TikTok shuts down in the U.S. Sunday, it doesn't mean it would go dark forever. Down the road, it could sell itself to an American buyer, which would turn TikTok back on for American users. One group paying close attention to the future of the app is people who use it for business and to make a living.
A lot of people are very concerned about what that would mean for them and for their platforms that they've really built up over the last several years.
That's why Sunday could be a very painful day for thousands of creators who built careers on TikTok. In Atlanta, I'm Ivan Rodriguez.
Well, insurance costs are rising rapidly for many homeowners. New data shows homeowners' insurance costs increased 9% faster than overall inflation in the past few years because of extreme weather events like hurricanes and fires. Homeowners who lived in the zip codes judged to be at greatest risk for extreme weather paid an average of more than $2,300 a year in premiums. That's 82% higher than the rates paid by those living in areas with the lowest climate risk. The report also found homeowners living in high-risk areas are 80% more likely to have their policies canceled by insurance companies.
Yeah. Well, a new bookstore is celebrating its grand opening today.
But it offers much more than what you'd expect, like wine, snacks, and a fireplace to cozy up with a brand new read. Marissa Rio will show us around Jupiter's Eye Book Cafe in downtown Spokane. Still ahead here on 4 News Now.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
At Numerica, we've got money answers for people with batrachophobia. Honestly, same. Get money answers for you and only you. Learn more at numericacu.com.
For the professional, it's not enough to possess knowledge. We seek to refine it, to wield its power, to redefine its boundaries. Knowledge is put to the test in every GMC Sierra. Get 0.9% APR on select Sierra 1500 models. That's over $4,200 in average finance savings.
See your local GMC dealer.
I'm really grateful to be a first-generation student from my family. The ES scholarship was definitely a game changer.
I never knew how easy it was to start a scholarship. Whatever you can give every year. That's how I sold it to my family. We talked a lot, waiting for somebody else to do it. And so we finally decided, no, we're not going to wait. We're going to do it. Graduating from college, it was not even a dream. That's what Eastern has done. We have to continue that. We have to help this precious institution that changed so many lives.
Ready to enjoy a vacation close to home? Come stay for less and play for more at the Kootenai Casino. Right now, cozy up in a Kootenai Falls Lodge room for just $59 midweek and $89 on the weekends. An incredible bang for your buck. Join us in January at the Kootenai Casino and win this winter. Book your stay and play now. Call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
Clogged drains are a huge problem and can cost thousands. With Mainstream, you can prevent clogs before they happen. There's no better time than now to call Mainstream and ask about our 83 or it's free drain clearing special. For just $83, we'll send a technician to your home to clear your drain. And if for some reason we can't get it, it's free. With over 20 years of experience, the expert technicians at Mainstream can restore the flow. Call Mainstream today or visit us at mainstreamhomeservices.com to take advantage of this limited time deal.
Live from
from downtown Spokane. This is 4 News Now at 6:30.
Well, thanks for staying with us on this chilly Friday evening.
Yeah, we're joined at the desk by Allison Martinez, who is in for Chris Crocker again tonight. And Allison, you were just telling us about those Arctic winds that are moving in tonight.
Oh, yeah. We're already below freezing pretty much everywhere around the inland Northwest, and we won't get above for quite some time now. It's going to last all throughout the weekend and just get chillier and chillier little by little. We're taking a look at our current temperatures, and right now we're at 27 degrees in Spokane, 28 degrees in Coeur d'Alene, 20 degrees at Lookout Pass, 27 in Pullman. Lewiston, our pretty much lone place that's above freezing, 35 degrees, and 31 degrees over in Ritzville. If you have Friday night plans, you'll definitely want to bundle up. Hats, scarves, coat, the works will be necessary for the chilly temperatures we have in store this weekend. Now here, we're going to go ahead and take a look at our passes all throughout the area. That's kind of the silver lining with these cold temperatures, is we're also mostly dry. So for those of us who are traveling this weekend, you should have some good road conditions to get you through. We're looking at Stevens, 4th of July, Snoqualmie, and Lookout Pass, and all of those are dry right now. Now, one thing we are tracking if you're traveling today is fog. Now, this is impacting a lot of us up north into 9 Mile, Meade, Deer Park. If you're driving through those areas, the fog here might make things a little bit tricky. We're looking ahead to about 7:33 p.m. and you can see this is really localized up north, even stretching into Spirit Lake. Now, here is how your day tomorrow will shape out. We will see more sunshine. It was so nice to soak it up today, and you'll get it through the rest of the weekend. 19 degrees in the morning. We'll get to 23 midday, 29 in the afternoon, and 23 by the evening. We'll let you know what the rest of the weekend has in store coming up here in a few minutes.
All right, see you then, Allison. In 3 days, Donald Trump will be sworn in as the 47th president.
Planning and construction for the inauguration has been in the works for a year, but the weather in D.C. is forcing the inauguration and the events around it to move indoors. ABC's Christian Cordero has the details from D.C.
Around the nation's capital today, fencing is up, bleachers are set, and plans to welcome hundreds of thousands of people to the National Mall are scrapped. President-elect Trump announcing today he has ordered the inauguration address, in addition to prayers and other speeches, to be delivered in the United States Capitol Rotunda, adding the various dignitaries and guests will be brought into the Capitol. Wind chills are expected to be 5 to 10 degrees during Monday's swearing in, making it the coldest inauguration in 40 years.
I, Ronald Reagan, do solemnly swear.
The last time cold weather forced an inauguration indoors was 1985 during President Ronald Reagan's second swearing in. That, too, was moved to the Capitol Rotunda. This year, D.C.'s Capital One Arena will host a live viewing of Trump swearing in, plus the presidential parade that follows. Trump is expected to visit the crowd of supporters.
Governor Noem, please stand and raise your right hand.
Today, Trump's cabinet pick for Department of Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem faced a grilling from senators on Capitol Hill on how or whether she would execute his campaign promises.
The president is in charge of this country and has made a promise to the American people, and we will fulfill his agenda.
I, Donald John Trump, do solemnly swear.
Trump will kick off his second term with his highest approval rating since November 2016, according to pre-inaugural polling from CNN and Fox. Each found nearly half of Americans see him favorably, a majority expecting he'll do a good job in office. The same polling also found more people oppose than favor several of Trump's proposals, including imposing large tariffs on Canada and Mexico to force immigration policies. Christian Cordero, ABC News, Washington.
And you can watch the inauguration happening on Monday, starting at 7:30 in the morning right here on 4 News Now, running until 2 in the afternoon.
Well, Santa Ana winds are expected to return to the Los Angeles area next week. And now the race is on for crews to contain the 2 major fires still burning.
Yeah, at least 27 people have died from the destructive wildfires in Los Angeles County. That's according to officials. Search and rescue crews, though, are continuing to search for more than a dozen people still reported missing. The fires have damaged or destroyed at least 12,000 homes and businesses, including schools and churches. Los Angeles County officials are warning residents to be prepared ahead of another round of Santa Ana winds next week. More than 53,000 people are applying for federal aid. FEMA approving nearly $16 million in aid, showing how dire the need is.
I don't know how we're going to come back from this. I don't even know where to start.
Some evacuation zones have been lifted, allowing thousands of families to return to their homes. But officials say for those neighborhoods directly impacted by the fire, those communities may be restricted for at least another week.
A beloved father who went missing and evidently told his best friends not to come looking for him.
Let's just say the phrase "over my dead body" takes on a new meaning.
Just when you think you know where the story is headed, things take a turn.
2020 tonight on ABC.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Wendell Motors.
Stop! Don't buy an RV until the Big RV Show, the 37th annual in the Northwest RV Show, January 23rd through 26th. 6 gigantic dealers, hundreds of RVs, incredible prices. The Big RV Show, Spokane Fairgrounds, January 23rd through 26th with free parking.
Owning a food truck was my dream, but my back and leg pain made every day a struggle. Then my personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store got me back in the picture.
Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks.
I'm back to being the best version of myself.
Get back in the picture. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Let's take a flight to Flight 509 Family Fun Center in the Spokane Valley. Get lost in 22,000 square feet of adventure for the whole family. Climbing, spinning, battling, striking, leaping, launching, exploring, invading, celebrating, and so much more. No, doggy. At Flight 509, fun really does take flight.
All right, it's gonna be another good day. Hey, it's cold out, you guys. Families are freezing. They deserve better than that. Let's show them how business should be done. All right, guys, have a great day. Need anything, let me know. Okay, fixed rider is free, baby. You know Zags are going all the way this year, right?
Yeah, I do.
Big day. No heat calls, right? We haven't been voted #1 for nothing, you guys. We've worked really hard to earn these customers' trust, and let's show them that we are the best company in town, okay?
Stop! Don't buy an RV until the Big RV Show, the 37th annual in the Northwest RV Show, January 23rd through 26th. 6 gigantic dealers, hundreds of RVs, incredible prices. The Big RV Show, Spokane Fairgrounds, January 23rd through 26th with free parking.
Next ET, Hollywood's helping hand after the catastrophic LA fires, plus the impact on future events. Then behind the scenes of the true life thriller September 5.
This is exactly as it went down.
Next
Watch 4 News Now at 6 and Entertainment Tonight at 7:30.
Tonight.
A beloved father who went missing and evidently told his best friends not to come looking for him.
Let's just say the phrase "over my dead body" takes on a new meaning.
Just when you think you know where the story is headed, things take a turn.
2020 tonight on ABC.
Palouse Falls is a stunning natural waterfall that drops 200 feet into a churning bowl.
The water then winds through a gorge and into the mighty Snake River. In this week's Air 4 Adventure, we're giving you a bird's eye view of one of the most popular waterfalls in Washington.
When I came out here, he says, well, there's one place you got to go. And so this is how we ended up right here. It's absolutely spectacular. You come around the corner and all of a sudden it's shocking because you see all this flat land and then there's the waterfall, and it's hard to decide which direction to look at. It's a very humbling experience being here. You know, part of it is not only the natural things, but to read that people were actually here 10, 12,000 years ago. You know, when you come to a place like this, you appreciate what we've been given, the legacy of this, and you just want to do everything you can to maintain and sustain it. No matter where you are or where you go, you know, this is just, many levels, just, I hate to use the word it's trite, but it's awesome.
Definitely worth the drive. Well, the new book cafe in downtown is bringing together book and coffee lovers alike.
Jupiter's Eye Book Cafe opened today in the Wharton Building on West 1st Avenue. Marissa Rio takes us there and shares how this new cafe is part of a bigger plan to revitalize downtown Spokane.
The welcoming scent of freshly ground coffee lingers in the air as you enter downtown's newest book cafe.
So we specialize in mystery, sci-fi, fantasy, horror of all genres, and we're just a cozy little spot downtown.
Morgan Lynch owns Jupiter's Eye Cafe.
Great to meet you.
And is one of the friendly faces that greets you from behind the counter. Her cafe is inviting. You can peruse its book selection or find warmth by the fire as you get lost in a new book.
It's going to be a great place for people to hang out and visit. And I know she said they're open until 8. So there's a segment of us who are maybe a little too old to go to the dance clubs or whatever, but we still like to hang out and have a glass of wine.
Pia Hallenberg lives and works downtown and stopped by the cafe on her break. Like she said, there's more than just books, coffee, and tea. The cafe also offers beer and wine. As you can see, it is bustling with activity here this evening. When we spoke with the local developers who invested in the Wharton building, this is what they envisioned for downtown Spokane. They thought that having all of these people here in the area could revitalize downtown. For Morgan, she's happy to play a part in this.
This building was built in 1901 and was originally, this ground floor where we're standing right now, was the Spokane Paper Company. And there's something I think really lovely about 100 years later selling books, paper goods, in this place that, started, it's full circle for that, right?
Born and raised in Spokane, this is Morgan's dream. And for the downtown community, it's a new breath of life.
I love it every time somebody sees the value in the neighborhood, because we're not all bad.
In Spokane, Marissa Rio, 4 News Now.
So pretty cool for me to see this story too, because it was back in November that I did the story on the renovation of the Wharton building as a hope to revitalize downtown Spokane. So coming soon, next to Jupiter's Eye will be a Korean restaurant called Gangnam Style.
Oh, that's right.
And then there's going to be 17 like 1-bedroom and studio style apartments up above it. So
yeah, we'll just get to continue to see it take shape. And I did ask you when we kind of were talking in the 5, what did it look like before, just in November?
Yeah, 2 months ago, it was nothing even close to being a finished bookstore. It was just open space in there. So pretty neat to see.
They've done a fantastic job, Allison.
Yes, most definitely. And this weekend is a good weekend to cuddle up with a book, maybe one that you got by supporting local businesses here. We have temperatures below freezing in the 20s and overnight in the teens. We'll tell you how cold it will get coming up.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
Surf and turf. Surf and turf. Low and slow and roasty beef. 2 of those things for $6.99. Arby's, we have the meat.
As temperatures drop, your heating bill will inevitably rise. And with cold weather right around the corner, things are about to get expensive. But Bill's Heating and AC is here to help. We're including a free cold climate heat pump with every furnace, while supplies last. You heard that right. Cut your heating bills in half with a new energy-efficient cold climate heat pump for free. We're the area's top cold climate heat pump experts, so don't miss out on this incredible offer. Call Bill's Heating and AC today.
I think it's important for us as tribal people to educate and inform others as to who we are and what we're about. We have a beautiful culture that we respect our lands, we respect our waters.
Our medical center serves Indian and non-Indian. We were the first one in the nation to do that.
We built the $25 million core center for the children.
We also house the Boys and Girls Club out of there.
Our employees here are friendly. It gives you that welcome home feeling.
I've been dealing with my weight issues for all my life. I didn't want to do anything. I just wanted to stay home and just be a couch potato. I wanted to have a fresh start. Spokane Wellness Group has helped me stay on track. When I started losing the weight, then I felt more comfortable. I feel wonderful right now because I've lost 65 pounds. It doesn't take me 10 minutes to walk across the parking garage anymore. I would encourage anybody to go to the Spokane Wellness Group. They stay with you every step of the way.
It's the region's largest boat show. 10 days of boats, unbeatable deals, and nonstop fun. Explore the region's largest showroom. Unbeatable pricing. Discover better boats, the largest selection of inventory, and the biggest savings, all under one roof. See the latest models from top brands like Cobalt, Malibu, Axis, Regal, Barletta, Cruisers Yachts, Harris, and Chris Craft. Plus an incredible selection of pre-owned boats. The Coeur d'Alene Boat Expo, January 30th through February 8th. A 10-day event you don't want to miss.
Surf and turf. 2 sandwiches. The sea giveth crispy fish. For $6.99. Arby's, we have the meat.
Donald Trump, Inauguration Day. David Muir reporting live Monday on ABC.
Happy birthday, dear Jean. Happy birthday to you.
Well, that is 102-year-old Jean Horton from Spokane Valley, serenaded by kids from the Northeast Youth Center for her birthday this afternoon. They also surprised her with cupcakes and lots of hugs. Oh, happy birthday, Jean.
Happy birthday.
102, yeah, awesome. That's so cool to see. All right. Allison is back here now and nowhere near 102 degree temperatures. In fact,
so far the other direction, the most
like 80
far.
Degrees the other way.
Yes, we are below freezing for quite a while here. So it's time to bundle up. It's time to get some coffee, some hot cocoa, cozy up because we are cooling down quite a bit. We saw some chilly temperatures this morning and they'll only continue to get colder. Tonight we'll be at 17 degrees for our overnight low. Partly cloudy skies and calm winds. For tomorrow, we'll be at 30 degrees for our daytime high. That seems like it should be the overnight low, but no, that's our peak temperature tomorrow. Mostly sunny skies and light winds. That sunshine will help to make things a little bit more comfortable out there. Around the inland northwest, we're expecting 29 degrees for our high in Coeur d'Alene, 26 degrees in Kellogg, 30 degrees in Pullman, 32 in Ritzville in Grand Coulee, and 34 degrees over in Moses Lake. Now, for the next 2 days, we're cold, but we're also dry, and we're seeing a lot of clearing up in the sky that will bring us some sunshine to soak up and some blue skies to just hold on to. But the only exception here is over in the Idaho Panhandle Mountains. We're expecting some snow there, so if you're traveling through that area, east Shoshone County, then you'll definitely be seeing some snow there, primarily just right along the Idaho-Montana state border, and this will be in and out over the next couple of days. You can see Saturday by around noon still hanging out there, and then things will start to clear by about Monday morning. Now, 20 degrees this morning today is the coldest temperature that we've had in Spokane since February 17th of last year, February 17, 2024, which was 335 days ago. So we broke some records for the last year this morning, and we're just going to continue to one-up that as we approach Monday, MLK Day, and Sunday. That's when we're talking about. So Sunday night and then early Monday morning, 18 degrees is what we're expecting in Spokane. 15 in Coeur d'Alene. We even are seeing some temperatures in the single digits, 6 degrees in Kalispell. Earlier today, Winthrop looked like it would be at around 8 or 9. Now we're seeing a little bit warmer, 10 degrees. Colville, 10 degrees there too. But overall, chilly temperatures. So if you're going to be out and about for Monday, for MLK Day, you'll want to bundle up because the morning especially is going to feel pretty cold here. Now, we're looking to the future, January 25th through the 31st, and we'll be colder overall. You can see here this baby blue. That indicates that we'll be leaning more towards the colder side. And when it comes to our precipitation, we're also trending a little bit wetter. So, of course, it's those factors that have to coincide to bring us snow. So we're seeing a little bit more optimism for some snow. I know so many of us have been holding out for it, and we're looking pretty promising for the end of January. But before we get there, we have dry weather and sunshine over the next couple of days. 30 degrees for Saturday. Tomorrow, 27 degrees for Sunday. It's going to feel extra cold there. Monday, 27 degrees, and we'll be pretty similar here with our conditions and temperatures over the next couple of days until about midweek. That's when we'll start to slowly heat up just the littlest bit. We'll be back at freezing by Thursday and then 35 degrees on Friday. So a little bit of a disruption here just with the temperature drop, but overall, roads, will be looking good with these dry conditions. Just give yourself a few minutes as you head out to the car to scrape some ice off.
All right, Allison, good advice. We have been spoiled with some pretty mild winter temperatures so far in the inland Northwest, but as you just heard, that's going to change this week.
Yeah, and when the temperatures fall, your body loses heat more quickly than it can be produced. That's why it's important to dress appropriately for the weather. Experts recommend layering clothing. Wear moisture-wicking clothing underneath, made of wool or synthetic material, and then water and wind repellent shells over the top to keep the elements out. And don't forget about your face and hands.
Having some good warm insulated gloves, hat that covers your ears, a couple layers of socks maybe, all those are going to really protect you from the elements.
Dr. Andrew Hill also says to watch out for early signs of frostbite. These include redness or pain on the body. If you notice this, get inside, remove any wet clothing, and soak the affected areas in warm water. Well, Moderna is currently working on a vaccine to protect against the bird flu, and the company is getting more financial help for its development. In 2023, the pharmaceutical company began a study on a vaccine to protect against the H5 and H7 avian influenza viruses. Last July, it got a boost of nearly $180 million federal dollars for those efforts. Moderna saw positive results in its earlier phases of vaccine development, setting the stage to advance into a phase 3 trial. The broad term of avian influenza refers to a number of virus types that infect birds. That includes H5N1, which has sickened dozens of people in the U.S. The first human case from a severe case was reported in Louisiana earlier this month.
Well, the Department of Justice is suing Walgreens, accusing the pharmacy giant of knowingly dispensing millions of unlawful prescriptions, including for opioid pills. The DOJ filed a civil complaint against Walgreens. It claims that since 2012, Walgreens pharmacists allegedly ignored red flags that indicated prescriptions for controlled substances were likely to be unlawful. The DOJ also claims pharmacists were pressured to fill prescriptions without taking the time to confirm their validity. According to the complaint, some patients overdosed on opioids and died shortly after filling unlawful prescriptions at Walgreens. Well, before we go to break, here's a look at ABC's primetime lineup tonight.
Live stream KXLY Plus on the 4 News Now app.
So what do you think about these?
We're going to take everything.
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $750 off your tub or shower remodel.
Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic is locally owned and operated and has been providing personalized, comfortable, and satisfying care to our clients for over 30 years. Our licensed denturists are trained in the latest techniques in the construction, development, and preparatory work of a denture. Full dentures, implant attachments, repairs, fittings, adjustments, we do it all. Every denture is made to look as close as possible to your natural teeth. With our knowledge and friendly staff, competitive costs, and quality of service, you'll leave Coeur d'Alene Denture Clinic smiling.
It's Falco's biggest end-of-season closeout sale ever. Enviro fireplaces are in stock and on sale. Display and demo models with over $1,000 in savings. Don't wait until next season. Get the best deal of the year now at Falco's. Enviro fireplaces are in stock and installation appointments are available today. Ask about special financing and clean air discounts too. Falco's Enviro closeout sale on now. 9310 East Sprague, Spokane Valley.
National RV Show today through Monday. Spokane Convention Center. Manufacturers coming from across the country. Grand Design, Jayco, and more. Live band, adult beverages, bank on site, indoors and more. NationalRVShow.com.
Bad back? Get Good Feet with the personalized arch support system from the Good Feet store. Clinically proven to provide significant pain relief in only 4 weeks. Good Feet, good life. The Good Feet store. Book your free fitting at goodfeet.com.
Who isn't looking for extra ways to save some money these days, right? I'm always looking for new ways to save, but I haven't found anything better than my Ascend checking account. It's a free account that offers 3.5% of your average monthly balance. That can feed your coffee obsession for 2 weeks. Not only am I earning money, but it also has all the best features of a checking account. What's not to love?
Open your P1FCU checking account at p1fcu.org and start earning today.
I think this is my favorite. Okay. What do you think of this one?
From design and products to removal and installation, Rebath is with you through every step of your remodel. Call us or visit rebath.com and save $750 off your tub or shower remodel.
4 News Now is brought to you by the 37th Annual Inland Northwest RV Show.
Coming up tonight on Nightside, it's the first night of Friday Night Sports Extra Hoops Edition. Jack Wallace and Sydney Berger will bring the heat and a look at the best moments from tonight's high school basketball games all around the Inland Northwest.
Definitely a good night to be indoors watching a basketball game. We are chilly tonight and all through the rest of the weekend. We have temperatures below freezing, 30 degrees for Saturday, 27 for Sunday and Monday. And if you look at those overnight lows, we have temperatures in the teens, even single digits. It's gonna be chilly.
Planning to hit the slopes, you better bring the gaiters and all the extra stuff.
Seriously. Thanks.